Now we're ready to start adding text and or images to your homepage. So to do that, we're over on the Insert tab. We can click Text Box, and that will pop a text box up similar to the text box that we used when we were creating the banner for our website. And so let's use the contact info example. So I'm going to write contact information, and then I'll write my name, my email address. You can include your extension or your school name, etc. And then when we're in this text box, we have a lot of similar options to we had up here. I'm going to try to make the words contact information a little bit larger, maybe as a subheading. Use a heading so it changes the color here for me. And this is all the color and the sizing and the text is all based on the themes button. So if you aren't really liking how yours is looking, you can always play around with changing the themes. And then like we mentioned earlier about dragging the text box to be wider, this text box I'm actually going to make a little more narrow. And if I make it narrow like this, I then have the opportunity at a later time to put a lot of information on the right here. I can make it bold, italic, your basic text editing features, the alignment, a bulleted list, numbered list, you can insert a link, or this button will delete the text box and you can recreate it. So now I have my contact information over here. This looks great. Maybe I'll write a welcome message for my website. So I'll write, welcome to web design. On this web page, you'll be able to find resources and videos about creating your classroom website. So if I have this by default wide to fit totally across the screen, it will go below my contact information. But if I drag this to be a little bit more narrow, I can then, by using these series of dots, move it up into this space. And so I could have my contact information on the left of the screen, and then I could have my text, my welcome message, running along the right of the screen. Then maybe if I want to insert an image, I go over here, image, I can search by URL, I can use the Google search toolbar, I can pick from my albums, or I can pick from my Google Drive. So I'm going to search for an image of a website design. Let's see what we have. Very exciting images here. We'll choose this one. I select it, we'll insert my image here, and then when my image pops up I have lots of different options. So this is crop, and this will zoom me in. You can see what portion of the image you'll save, and then I'll click the check mark. This is uncrop, so that will bring me back to original. This is to insert a link, so in the future we can use images as links. So when someone clicks on an image in your website, it will bring them to either another page in your site or an external website. This is to delete the image. And then we have replace image. That would be if you wanted to change it, you wished you chose another image, or add alternative text. This is if you think that someone viewing your website won't be able to access the image for whatever reason. You could also, add alternative text for them to see. So when I click this, I can also resize my image. I can move it to be, directly underneath here. I could make it smaller and have it, look like it's more associated with my contact information. I believe I can drag it and actually put it in the same box with my contact information somehow. Oh, no. So we'll put this way over here. Okay, so your goal this week is to poke around, try to title your website, try to add something to the homepage, potentially your contact information, potentially a welcome message for your viewers, your students, their parents, administration, your coworkers, whatever your personal vision is for your website. And then once you've played around with this, I would like you to share your website with me. And the sharing happens up here. So this is the undo button, this is the redo button, this button is the preview button. So this allows you to preview your website as though you are a generic website viewer. If you click this is what my website will look like to people if it were published. So it's not available, but it's sometimes nice to see it full screen without all the editing tools to see, visually how your website's looking. This is what it will look like on an iPhone. What is this one? Wide, a tablet, and then a computer screen. So then you click X, it will exit the preview and bring you back to your editing screen. This button is where you'll use to add me as a viewer or an editor of your website. And then when you're ready to publish your website to the internet so that everyone can access it, you'll use this button. So I'm going to click this Add Editors button. And this is the sharing settings, and this is really similar to how you share everything in the Google Suite. So this is the link if you wanted to email it to somebody. You can embed it straight into a Gmail message. Facebook, you can tweet about it. Excuse me, I'm so sorry for yawning. So this is where we want to make changes. I would like you to at least invite me to view your website. So my email address is jessicaswillinger@gmail.com. Then you can click send. I'm actually going to add my other Gmail address so that we can use this as an example. So Notify People will send me an email that you have shared your website with me. So then when I click send, it says that Jessica Zwillinger, this is my Gmail account, is the owner. And then it's saying that my other Gmail account, which is also me, can make edits. Now, if you want to change that, you could say only specific people can edit, which would be me and you. Anyone with the link, so this would be if you wanted to send the link, to your department, or you wanted to send it to a friend. So this is not publicly accessible, but once someone has the link, whether it's in an email or it's forwarded to them or you somehow communicate it with them, they can view your website. And then on public on the web is once your website is live. So once you have me added here, yours will say your name and then it will say my name. You can click done. And then that way it's makes it a little bit easier for me to help you out by having access to your website. And then in a few weeks, I believe it's Module 6 is your unofficial midterm week. But that will be the week that I like to go into your websites and, really see how things are going. So I hope that everyone has a good week and enjoys the snow. Feel free to email me if you have questions. I am always available to help, and I'll see you on the discussion board. Thanks.